Hey Bridge community, what is up guys? Happy Friday. Welcome back to the workout announcement of the day for Friday, May 29th. I hope you guys had a great week. We've got a fantastic workout for y'all today. Another hero workout. We started the week with Murph, ending the week with Tommy Mack, which is another hero workout in memory of a U.S. military sergeant who lost his life in Afghanistan. So as you guys all know, whenever we do a hero workout, it's kind of all about just suffering through it and remembering the hero that it's named after. Tommy Mack. We've got 2 rounds, starting with 12 burpees, followed by 12 thrusters, 12 burpees, 12 power snatches, 12 burpees, 12 jerks, 12 burpees, 12 hang squat cleans, 12 burpees, and then 12 overhead squats to finish it off. 2 rounds of that. Let's talk about movements. So burpees you guys all know super well, but let's make sure that we're performing good reps every single time. Hands come down to the feet as the hips hinge. Feet shoot straight back, make sure that the chest and the hips touch the ground. From here, feet come back into the hands, and don't forget to hop at the end of every rep. Thrusters. Use whatever weighted object you have, whether it's a dumbbell, a kettlebell, a barbell, a loaded backpack, whatever you got. I'll demo with a dumbbell today. The reps are always going to start with a clean. Clean that object down, stand and press, then back down to the shoulder, squat, and press. Next movements are snatches. These are also coming from the ground, and we're catching in either the muscle snatch or the power snatch position. Starting from the ground, bring the object overhead. That was a muscle snatch or a power snatch, slight bend in the legs. Next movement is jerks. These will start from the front rack, little dip, drive, and then drop underneath it again in that power position. Back down to the shoulder, dip, drive, and catch in that power position. Hang squat cleans. The hang position, as you guys know, is anywhere from the hip down to the knee. So coming down to that position, shrugging the shoulder, dropping underneath, and performing a full squat. Back down to the hang, shrug and drop underneath, full squat. Lastly, overhead squats. Great challenging movement. For this, you'll need to get the object overhead with your dumbbell. Try to keep your tricep nice and close to your ear. As you come down, do a little parallel, and drive it up. Down and up. All of these movements, of course, again, can be done with any object, kettlebells, barbells, or some kind of weighted object. Let's talk about scales. For most of these movements, you should be able to just scale the weight. The overhead squats, I know, are quite challenging, so if you need to scale those, either grab something very, very light, or even just performing the overhead squats with your arms overhead can add a little bit of extra challenge. Basically what we're looking for is opening up that range of motion in the shoulders and thoracic by getting you guys to hold something overhead. That's your workout, guys. Get after it. Let's get warm. Before we do that, we're going to start with 4 rounds, working with the clock. 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off of squats and push press. At first, you can start with just air squats, right? No weight, just kind of moving. And if you'd like, maybe on the second, 3rd, 4th round, maybe add a little bit of weight, make them a little bit more challenging. Push press, grab your object that you're going to be using in the workout or something lighter. Push press is a dip and a drive. Pressing overhead, dip and drive. If you're using a single object, do 1 round on the right, then the next on the left, then back to the right and finish it off on the left. After that, we're going to work some thoracic and hip mobility. If you're taking the Zoom class, your coach will walk you through that. Otherwise, if you're on your own, what I might recommend is some Spider-Man and reach are excellent. Start with an inchworm. You're starting on the left side, left foot to left hand, bring that elbow down to the ground, reach overhead, and then repeat. Maybe a couple reps on each side. Another great opener is the scorpion stretch. Back down on the ground. starting on the left side, left leg to right leg, trying to keep that left shoulder flat on the ground. Again, a couple of reps on each side. Should get you nice and opened up. And then lastly, we'd like you guys to perform 5 to 10 reps of all the movements in the workout, including the burpees. Okay guys, that's